Hello, everybody. Okay. Welcome again to my recap for the day. So today I'll be recapping the crazy, heartbreaking loss that Chicago had from the Phoenix Mercury. That was one of the more heartbreaking games of the season. Probably, honestly, it was just very rough, very, very rough. So Chicago now has 5 straight losses. Um, yeah, Chicago is not my team, but I mean, you just have to feel for them. So I was like, let me recap the game. I was supposed to recap Seattle and Indiana Fever, but honestly, that game was a snooze fest. It was so boring. Um, yeah, it was a very boring game. So I was like, there was really nothing to write home about the game. Seattle won, obviously, but nothing fancy. But this game was very interesting. This the Phoenix Chicago Sky, and one of the reasons why it was interesting was because um, Chicago actually had the lead, a 10 point lead, leading into they had a 10 point lead at at 3 minutes. By the 3 minutes mark, Chicago had a 10 point lead. Can you imagine lose how do you lose a 10 point lead in 3 minutes? They just made some really silly mistakes down the stretch. Um, I think the what made them lose this game was Diamond the Shields. Even though she was really good throughout the game, she rushed the. So there was a time when Chicago was fouled. So Courtney Vandersloot was supposed to be. She took a free throw and they still had the possession. So during that possession, instead of her to she have just waited and at least run the clock for a little bit, she took the shot very, very fast. And because of that, Megan Walker had the rebound. And because of that, from the rebound, Megan Walker got fouled. Normally, it was supposed to be a 2 possession game, but because of that foul, it became a 1 possession game. And then Coty Vandersloot tried to slow down the clock, but apparently she didn't slow it fast enough. If I were her, I would have done a short clock violation. They were leading anyway. It's not like they were losing. They were at 83, 83, 7, 83, 81. I would have done a short clock violation if I were I wouldn't have taken that shot. But she decided to do that, and yeah, that was the end of the game. Kianos showed up at the end of the game. Yeah, so that was sad. But let me just talk about the overall game. The game started with Phoenix. When Phoenix was definitely they had a 10-2 start. So they did apply a little bit of pressure, but then Chicago obviously went on their run in the second quarter. Then, of course, by the third quarter, Chicago also went on their run. So you can see that, but as you can from the screen, you can see that 25 minutes, 25. Sorry, I'm all over the place. 25 points in the third quarter. So in 25 to 14, it could easily have been Chicago. So that's what I always say. Closing is very, very important. A lot of teams don't know how to close. And I'm very disappointed with Conti Vandersloot because she's supposed to be like this premier point guard. She's supposed to be like the heir to Subird's throne. But you can't catch Subird in this type of situation. Never, ever, ever. Subird is my favorite, one of my favorite WNBA players. So I'm a little bit biased. But the facts are the facts. You cannot catch Subird in this situation. The girl knows, she knows how to close. You can't say you're a point guard and not be able to close out a game where you were leading by 10 points at the end of the fourth quarter. 10 points. Come on. And apart from that, not only were you leading by 10 points, you've been on a 4 game losing streak, meaning that you had to have at least a little bit of fire in your blood. I don't care how bad the players you have are. You should be able to close out that game. She should have been able to close out that game. I feel bad for Chicago, but I blame Coach Vanderstoot. I'm sorry. You are the point guard. You should know better. And then the coach is a terrible coach. I'm sorry. Any coach that loses a 10-point lead in 3 minutes is a bad coach. I can understand Minnesota because Minnesota was having a lot of growing pains, so I can understand them. But for Chicago, come on, they have experienced players. They can say, okay, we don't have our starters, but they do have some key pieces. They have Coach Vanderstoot, who's supposed to be the best point guard in the world right now. Then they have they have Diamond Shields had a really good game. She was probably the only person that showed up in the whole game because she had 26 points and you could tell that she really wanted her team to win. Honestly, one of the reasons why I feel bad is because of Diamond Shields, because she really put everything on the floor for this game. She did. I really wanted her to win. But because of some stupid mistakes down the road that they should not have made. So Chicago is a bad team. I'm sorry. Bad teams make bad decisions. That's all I can say. It's not like Phoenix Mercury were the better team, even though, of course, Skylar Diggins is actually a better point guard than I give her credit for. She really did carry the team. She 24 points. She really tried. Kiana's shooting guard, she did what she was supposed to do, 18 points. But they weren't that cohesive as a team. They had a lot of turnovers. They had 19 turnovers. And guess how many points Chicago got out of those turnovers? They got I have to check points of turnovers. Yeah, I know. So at some point they said they got like 26 points of those turnovers. So Chicago got 26 points off. So it wasn't like Phoenix Mercury was a great team. They were not that great, honestly. Skylar tried her best to put her team members in a good position to score, and they did score. But Chicago also tried their best to put themselves in a good position. Coach Vanderstoot 17 points, 26 points, 14 points. The game was head to head, and the fact that you have a 10-point lead at the beginning of the quarter, 3 minutes into the fourth quarter, and you lose it, come on a buzzer beater. See, at the end of the game, Phoenix, they were lucky. Kiana even said she really gets shoots. She really makes half court shots. But why would you put them in a situation whereby they could win the game? You are not supposed to put the team in a situation where, actually, if the game was neck and neck, I can understand that it was neck and neck. Yeah, I can understand. I can understand the winning shots if it was neck and neck, but it wasn't neck and neck. It wasn't even close. Just made some bad decisions down the stretch, and Phoenix they were not that good a team, but they made some good plays down the stretch, but it felt really bad. But that's it. So Jame Wade, honestly, I've been hearing a lot of things that he might get fired at the end of this season, but who knows? Because I don't think he just makes really bad decisions. Let's not even talk about what's going on right now, where they got the rookie Shyla Hill. She didn't even play this game. They got the rookie Shyla Hill in the 8th pick, when everybody thought they were going to take Dana Evans. I don't know whether they wanted to bring her down a peg or two. Why didn't he just take her? And now he traded Shyla Hill for Dana Evans, and now Shyla Hill is getting waived. This lady would have been in Australia. She's 19 years old. She would have been in Australia, minding her business, living her life, probably declare for the next draft. But no, he decided to bring her to US, did not give her a training camp, probably didn't even coach her right. She's 19, for Christ's sake. He didn't see her as an investment. Draft picks are investments. They are not people that you expect to use immediately. They are investments. You think Jordan Canada was an impact player who she did try in her first season? She wasn't. She was invested in. They gave her time, they gave her minutes, they gave her time, they gave her coaching skills, not just, oh, I need you to do it now. She's 19 years old. What do you expect her to do? She's new to the WNBA. Apparently, the WNBA is a very fast moving league, very physical. She has no idea what to expect. And next thing you know, you trade her and she gets waived. She would have been in Australia minding her business. It's just, you just don't treat people like that. You don't treat people like that. And then let's not even talk about the Natasha Mark situation where they kept bringing her back, taking her out, bringing her back, taking her out. She's gone. Now Lexi Brown is in, and she's gone again, and they're bringing her in. What is happening? Stick to. I know you have a lot of like growing pains and all, but you don't treat people, especially players, this way. It sends a bad message. It doesn't make you look good. It doesn't make your team look good. You'll be slammed in the court of public opinion like I'm doing right now. It's just wrong. I mean, I'm not a fan of Chicago. Never really liked them, but now I really don't want them to win the championship. I thought, I mean, my people I really wanted to win the championship, apart from Seattle Storm, I would like Seattle to win, but let's be realistic. The hypothesis they won't. So if they don't win, which I mean they already have 4, give people a chance to get one. I really want Connecticut to win. I wanted Connecticut to win, and I wanted the next after Connecticut was Seattle, Connecticut, and Chicago Sky. But now Chicago Sky is out. I don't want them to win anymore. I hope they crash out. I don't even hope they don't even make the playoffs. They're out. Cancelled. I mean, you don't treat people this way. You don't, just because you are fighting for a championship doesn't mean you should lose your humanity. And just, I mean, of course, once everybody knows that once Candice Parker, Ali Quigley, and co come back, and what's the lady's name? Lady that just won the thing by 3. Steffi Dawson. Yeah, your team is going to be better and more competitive, definitely. But you still shouldn't. So you shouldn't make some stupid and rash decisions down the stretch. Stick to your principles. Anyway, it just shows that James Wade is really not a good GM, and I'm happy they lost. I mean, I'm not happy they lost, but I'm kind of happy they lost. Like, bad decisions have consequences, and this is probably one of them. But I mean, the only reason why I'm sad is because of them on the Shields. I really like Diamond, and she really brought it in this game. Anyway, people that stood out for me in this game, Skylar Diggins was really good. She's a good point guard. I don't really watch her so much, but the one I saw, I was actually quite impressed. Really set up her team well. Brittany Griner struggled in this game, but I mean, there were some key moments where she had some good skill. You know, she had some good moments. No, I wouldn't say she had a great moment. But Kianos obviously did some really good work. And then defensively, I think Phoenix defensively were good, but then the turnovers were crazy. Skylar Diggins having 6, even though you have 24 points, you have 6 turnovers. That's just not good enough for a point guard. Then Cotivando Sleuth, 4 turnovers. I mean, who are these? Where did they bring this? I think it's coaching. It's coaching. Bad coaching. These players are better than what I see. They're better than what I see. The coaching is just bad. It's really, really bad. So yeah, I wasn't I wasn't happy Chicago lost, but I was kind of happy because of all the bad decisions. But I really wanted at least these players are human beings. They deserve a win, even though their coaches it's bad. But yeah. So that's it. So the buzzer beater was really a nice one. That's what happens when you don't close a game properly. There are some steps you take at the end of the game. That's why I like Seattle Storm. They find ways to win because they know that there are steps you take at the end of every game that puts you in a better position to win a game. E.g., running out the shot clock. That's a simple thing you do, especially if you're the other team has like a 3-point lead against you. You run out the shot clock. Time is your friend, especially if you have a lead. Time is your friend. You run it out. Nobody's going to kill you for shooting so fast. Well, I think they like that they ball or you just want to shoot, maybe so that they'll get the glory for some reason. I don't know. But like, you don't need to shoot. Anyway, there are some steps you take at the end of every game that closes the game out, and they didn't take it, and the game got away from them. And you can see Phoenix Mercury, Coach Brondello, she probably knows that there are some steps you take at the end of every game to win a game, and she did those steps. And the buzzer beater was the reward. Although that buzzer beater was just pure luck. I don't care what anybody says. That thing was luck. But then you put yourself in a position where luck was in your favor. So anyway, so I did a little bit of ranting. I really don't know where Chicago Sky is going. I don't want them to win championship anymore. You don't treat people anyhow and expect to be rewarded. Like I said, I hope Seattle Storm wins. And if Seattle doesn't win, Connecticut, I really want Connecticut to win. I feel they deserve it. They really, really brought their A game this season. And this will be their first championship. And they've been to so many finals or semi-finals. They're just always on the fringe, always on the fringe. I hope this year is the year where they break that mold. So I'm thinking, I don't want Aces to win because I don't like Las Vegas Aces. I don't know why I don't like them. I just don't like them. So it's either, so I'm thinking, because I don't want the Seattle Connecticut, because that would be conflict of interest. I'm thinking Connecticut Aces, and the Aces get swept. That's my final prediction. I'll take Connecticut Aces. Aces get swept. Connecticut wins. I really want Aces to win. So that's my prediction, hopefully. But the season is still young. Anybody could win. Even Chicago could win. I don't want them to, but they could win. We are just how many games in? It's not even up to 10 games. But it's interesting so far. So thank you for listening. And see you in my next recap. Thank you.